Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys are doing great. Today we are answering the question of whether you should buy the Galaxy Tab S6 Lite 2022 edition in 2024. So let's talk about it. Alright, so the display. You have a big 10.4-inch TFT display with a 60 Hz refresh rate. Believe me, I had my doubts, but it's actually a really good screen. It's great for watching movies, or YouTube, or any kind of social media entertainment, which leads me to my biggest positive about this tablet, and that is the S Pen. So, this does come with an S Pen free of charge, unlike Apple, and this will give you the abilities to be productive. You want to write notes, you can write notes. If you want to draw, you can draw. And it does have the pen pressure sensor, so it does get thicker the more you press on it, which is great for artists and general use. And this makes it a perfect combination with the native Samsung Notes app, which is great for taking notes or drawing with the S Pen. I personally am a huge Samsung Notes user. In addition, you can also draw and color on this tablet with Samsung's app called PenUp. It gives you all kinds of templates to color in or fake color, which is what I do, and you can have some fun doing that. You also have the option to start on a blank canvas. On either side of the tablet, you have a little icon that's always going to be there depending on where you want it. And you can click on it and you have all your normal S Pen options that you would have on, say, a Galaxy Note device or Ultra device now. The best part about it is that it's not Bluetooth, so you don't have to worry about the battery running out on the S Pen. So the S Pen is definitely a really cool feature on this tablet. Once you're done with the pen, it can be attached magnetically on the side of the tablet. Of course, you can always get a case that has a dedicated slot for it. Overall, a brilliant screen, and I don't have any issues with it. Moving on to the build quality, you have an aluminum body that you can see is a little bit smudged up with fingerprints right now. This is very durable, very lightweight body, which allows the tablet to be portable, unlike the Galaxy Tab S9, which is a very big tablet. The front of the device is covered with a glass panel, and overall, it's very solidly built. So this device came with Android 12, but it can be upgraded to Android 14 with the latest One UI 6.0, which is a great thing to have. Samsung promised 4 years of updates and 5 years of security updates, which gives this tablet so much value even still. Performance has been good. Obviously, it's not perfect. There are instances of slowdown where you exit out of apps and whatnot, but I wouldn't complain too much about it. For $250, this is still a great value. As you can see, this comes with 4 gigabytes of RAM, so not the strongest spec on this device. It's gonna, of course, have some kind of performance slowdowns as a result. But this chipset is the Snapdragon 732G, which honestly, in my opinion, is more than good enough for a tablet of this price range. It's still good enough of an experience where you don't feel like you overpaid. It's good for productivity tasks. As you can see, I have Google Docs on here, as well as Notion and Canva. And when the time comes, should I need it, which is capable of doing, I can use this as some kind of on-the-go computer. You want to type, just attach a keyboard and a mouse, and you can do that. There's a lot of affordable options. I'll have some videos coming up on the accessories that I use with this tablet. That way you can pick them up as well. Now, with Samsung, you have One UI on top of Android, which allows for a lot of productivity tools. You can do the classic split screen mode, which allows you to switch around the screens and you can make them top or bottom, left and right. You also have the ability to add more if you want to, and you can have a pop-up window. It allows note-taking, browsing, typing, taking all of the productivity needs that you desire, but it may be hindered if you want to do heavy performance tasks like video editing or generally heavy apps in multi-windows. Moving on to the camera, so obviously this is not the biggest talking point when it comes to this tablet, or really any tablet. It comes with a single 8 megapixel rear sensor, which, I mean, it's okay, I guess, for taking document photos, but aside from that, I would not be taking this out on a photo shoot. And if you do decide to take photos with this, make sure there's lots of light. As you can see, it's a really small sensor, so it's going to be decent at best. On the front, we do have a 5 megapixel sensor for doing some kind of video calls, but it's going to be in portrait mode because that's how it's set up on this tablet. At least that's what I've seen. But I'm sure there's ways around it, and I haven't video called anybody on this tablet. That's what I use my laptop for. But if you do want to use the cameras, they look pretty clear when you are taking them. Both cameras on the front and the back work better in environments where there's lots of light. This is where things get better with this tablet. This is a 7040 milliamp hour battery, which lasts multiple days on a full charge, which I really love about this tablet. I charge it once in a while, maybe like once a week, and this has been greatly beneficial for me because I don't use it as much as I should. I love this tablet, it works so well, and I feel like I got more than my money's worth, to be honest. And so the battery life on this is going to be great, great for tons of video and media consumption or productivity if that's your focus. You're going to have a lot of hours of use without charging. But when you do need to charge, this thing supports 15 watts of wired charging. And even though it says fast charging, it's 15 watts of normal charging. It's not really fast. It's actually really slow for what this tablet is because it's a big battery on this device. And so even though it's fast charging technically, it's really not, just because of how big the battery is. Now we go on to the price. So this costs $250. This is a huge value packed tablet. I honestly am so happy with this purchase. Shout out to Ivan Cam, which I actually saw a video that he made about this tablet, and he honestly was kind of like the convincing factor that pushed me into buying it. And I have no regrets buying this tablet. It's a beautiful screen, great battery life. I'm very impressed for $250 that you can get something this good. Obviously, again, it's not perfect. At times it can be sluggish, but honestly, it's nothing that I care too much about. It's not the end of the world. I have my iPhone 15 Pro, my Galaxy S21 Ultra, and they're both very fast, speedy phones. And when I need a speedy device, that's what I go to. But this tablet is fluid enough. All right. It's smooth enough. Definitely worth it in 2024. I highly recommend it. Definitely a great entry level tablet for those who are curious about buying a tablet for the first time. Believe me, this was my second tablet, and I much prefer this one over my first. So I would highly recommend this as your first tablet. It gives you the great experience. It shows you what you can do with a tablet. And so I really recommend this one. Thank you so much for watching. I will put a link in the description for the lowest price that I could find it. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Till then, peace.